My grandparents bought this farm in 1958, and they were hog farmers, had a bit of a mixed farm. In 1981, my dad started vegetable farming, and now me and my husband Aaron joined the farm 7 years ago, and we're on to the 4th generation now. We grow about 20 different types of vegetables: potatoes, carrots, cabbage, several different things on about 60 acres of farmland. We have about 120 acres total of field that we irrigate, and we do crop rotations, so we plant about half of it per year. We have 2 different areas for growing. One is a more sandy loam where we grow most of our root vegetables like beets, potatoes, carrots, those types of things. The soil heats up really fast in the spring and has really good drainage, so we're able to get into the fields sometimes the beginning of April. We can plant things quite early in the season, and we have more frost-free days here. We also have another field that is a bit of a heavier soil where we plant more of our brassicas like cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, and those types of things. We have 2 irrigation pumps, one for each field. It's important for us to be close to the river so we can monitor the heights of the river and pull our pumps up and down. And we have a really unique ecosystem here where even if we get 5 inches of rain in 1 week, we have such good drainage that we can get into the fields and harvest our crops. We have a lot of control over how much water our crops get, and although we have a wide variety, we grow a wide variety of crops, so we can control how much carrots get, how much potatoes get, and other things too. We go to 7 Edmonton area farmers markets. 100% of what we grow here in Northeast Edmonton is sold locally into Edmonton and surrounding area. We do community supported agriculture program where people buy a share and they get a share of their bounty delivered every week to different places in Edmonton. We also do a wholesale cabbage crop that gets distributed into the grocery stores into Edmonton. We also gave a space of our farm to a program called City Farm, where they bring out low-income inner city children and teach them about agriculture and connect them to the land. We also have a large area here that is forest, about 120 acres I think the forest is, and it's an old growth forest. The Native Healing Center from downtown comes out, and they have sweat lodges and teepees, and they teach Native people about their heritage. I really think Edmonton has a unique opportunity above other cities in the way that they have really good farmland within their city limits. Other cities don't have this opportunity, and it would be a shame, I think, if they didn't seize the opportunity and create an area where people can farm permanently and source their food locally. There's huge potential for other farmers to move in here. There's a lot of potential for different distribution centers, food hubs, places where people can come and cook local food, community places where they can come out and do all kinds of community events. I think it would be a valuable resource to Edmontonians. I was asked by some people, what can Edmonton do to create a local, vibrant food economy? And number one is protect what you already have. Edmonton has a bit of a vibrant local food economy, and if you don't protect what there is, there's not really an opportunity for it to grow. So I think all those other things will fall into place. Rooftop gardens, community gardens, but there needs to be a support from the ground up, essentially, where there's space to do those kinds of things on a larger scale, a place where people can go to learn how to grow food, so that some of the things that we have passed down through generations don't get lost. Create an area where the knowledge that we have keeps thriving, because most of that knowledge gets passed down through generations. And we know this land. We've worked here for decades, and we've experienced all types of weather, all types of things happen every year, and we know how to deal with it because we've been here for so long. Right now, I could probably sell out for $30,000 or $40,000 an acre, which would make me a very young millionaire. I just don't see the value in that. I could take that money and run, but the land produces a living for my family every year, and it has for decades and decades. So to me, that is more valuable than the short-term gain. I also think it would be a loss to the Edmonton community as a whole to lose those kinds of opportunities that they might not have if it was paved over.